And I'm curious regarding your family. Do you have family members who are interested in non-duality? Do they contact you and talk? And how do you manage family members that are asleep? Do you have contact with them? Thanks so much. Kisses from Romania. Normally when people ask me questions about my personal life, what they're doing is they're asking questions like, how do I deal with difficult family members? So I can talk about my family members. No, none of them are interested in non-duality. Sometimes they express interest because they see that there's people interested in what I speak about on the internet, but they think it's madness or craziness and they just avoid the subject generally, and I don't preach at them. The only thing I do is I confront them and myself about dynamics that we hold. Like, so if we're dishonest, that's not really non-duality. So yeah, I confront them about certain things like dynamics between us and things. So basically, I suspect what you're asking is how to deal with other people that don't see the world in context of non-duality. And I would say surrender to it. On the human level, surrender. Like, that's the way it is. They see the life the way they see the life, and that's their karma. And it's your karma to have them in your life. It's your karma to deal with that. And you've got to find out in you what resists that. Like, what is the pain about it? Like, I used to find it really painful to see people suffering, and I still find it painful, but I just find it painful now in the moment, and I don't have attached ideas too much to it, so I don't feel too guilty about it. Sometimes I feel like I can't express my joy when somebody's suffering too much around me, which is a limitation most probably, like a limited way of this body-mind thinking. But generally I accept, or there's a surrender here, that people have their karma and their story to live out. And just because they're related to me by blood doesn't mean that I have to have dysfunctional relationships with them, or I have to just stay silent or avoid dynamics or become super free so I don't react and I can take all their shite. It's the same, identified or not. You have to deal with human relationships, and you have to find a way where you're both being honest and genuine and open and loving. And if they keep repetitively not doing that, then you have to distance yourself. But that's the same whether you're into non-duality or not. You've got to find your peaceful way in which to deal with other humans. And the best thing about it is it's most probably reflecting to you your issues and your vulnerabilities and your weaknesses. Like, I don't think that this life is by accident. On one way, it's spontaneously creating right here, right now, just out of nothing, for no reason and no purpose. But in another way, everything that confronts you, everything that challenges you, is always something that opens you up and helps you expand in the storyline. So really, anything that's confronting or difficult in the family relationships is the opportunity to grow and to expand your ideas and expand your way of being. What we're taught, though, in life, and what's unfortunate for humans currently, is that we often use these things to shut ourselves down. So if somebody is, say, passive-aggressive to you in your family, you just use it to shut you down rather than to explore, like, how does that make me feel? Like, what do I want to change about that relationship? What would I prefer? How am I seeing them? Did I encourage that pessimism? Am I playing part in it? And then you begin to see that you're more than likely invested in some way in that relationship and playing part of it. And there's something that you can learn and grow from in that. Everything is an opportunity. The more that you begin to see this on the human level, the more that you'll become balanced and healthy and vibrant and alive. Everything is an opportunity to grow and expand, always, endlessly. This universe can infinitely expand, and so can the personality structure, so can knowledge, so can conditioning, so can genetics. Isn't that super? And that makes you feel good, right? The idea and the feeling of expansion always makes you feel good, because that's what they're programmed to do. Just like the tree is programmed to grow towards the light. So everything is an opportunity. Identification with the person often becomes with limitation. Like, so you are a thing, you are something solid, And that's already a limitation, but then you build all these other limitations. I am bad, I am good, I am right, I am beautiful, I'm ugly, I'm tall, I'm nasty, I'm passive aggressive. And then we form this identity, and then we stop flowing our natural dance. We stop dancing the dance of us, and we begin to dance this limitation of beliefs and ideas of who you believe yourself to be. And then your life begins to feel uncomfortable. So then you carry on forming all these ideas and adding things onto you. I've noticed with friends, so I'm now nearly 40, nearly middle-aged. Maybe I'm already middle-aged, it's unknown until I die, but maybe middle-aged if I live till 80. But you never know, in another 10 or 20 years we might invent longer lives. We might begin to have robotic organs or something. So I might be in my youth still, I might be in the small part of my life. Who knows? It could also be the end of my life. We don't know. This is an unknown thing. This is what makes this life so magical, is we don't know what's going to come. That's exciting. If we knew what was going to come, it would be very predictable. And we love this, as humans, we love this energy of unknowing. It's like childlike wonder. We pretend that we're afraid of it. We're like, we want to know, we want to know, we want to know. But there's also this excitement and this joy and this vitality in the unknown. What were they saying before that? I got distracted. You see, if I was in a live talk, I wouldn't be so distracted. I would stay with it. But I get a little bit fuzzy when I'm just talking to myself into a phone, because it's an abstract thing to do. It's easier to stay focused on something when you have a human face in front of you. But maybe that's a belief. Maybe I need to recondition that belief. I forgot what my point was. I just ramble on and I've forgotten where I started. I don't know, did I start at the end, beginning, or the back? I can't remember what my point was. I'm lost. I think I was talking about identifying with limitation. Who you are is not a thing. That is a celebration. You are infinite. If you're not a thing, then you're everything. And that is freaking fantastic. That means infinite possibilities. That means everything is new, everything is fresh. And that this is mysterious and we don't know why it's happening. This wonder. This is wondrous. Let's go back to the question to try to see where I was. Family. I don't mean life, I mean human race as planet Earth. Why would God create us? Why would God create life? Because of love. Because of love. This is an expression of love. It's the same reason why I write and why I speak. It's love. I write. I'm currently writing this book from animals' perspective, and I do it because I love it. I speak this because I love it. And it's the same reason as life, which is what I am. You can feel it when you begin to surrender and you just begin to dance. The dance, when the dance begins to dance you rather than you trying to dance the dance. I think I said that right. Then you see that it's all for love. This is a love affair. Isn't that beautiful? Because that's all you ever wanted on the human level was love. And it's what it's about, finding love.